People ask me all sorts of random SEO questions, and believe me, some of them are very wild and wacky. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 6 SEO questions that I get commonly asked on customer calls and also in the SEO community. Hi, my name is Jason Pittock and I've been doing SEO for 10 years. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 of the most common, critical, and I'd say baseline questions I get asked, and hopefully they can help you on your SEO journey and advancing your organic visibility. So stay around and I hope to answer these 6 most common SEO questions. Let's dive in. 1. I built a website. What should I do next? So the first thing I do when somebody asks me this question is, what is the purpose of your website? What are you trying to do with the website, and why does it matter to your business or whatever you're trying to achieve through that site? A lot of people, when they start building websites, they don't ask this question, and therefore, because they don't ask that question, they start chasing different shiny objects for generating traffic or doing tactics to generate traffic with never a clear objective in mind. So I always recommend people just to kind of start out, get a white piece of paper, write down, these are the 2, 3, 4, or 5 objectives of my website. And most of them are always traffic, leads, prospects, sales, or appointments, or whatever you are looking to do with your website. So figure out the objective of the site or the purpose of the site before you start looking at tactics or ways of generating traffic. Be very clear what the purpose of your website is. 2, if I don't have SEO experience or budget, what should I do? A lot of people ask me, I don't have any SEO experience, but I also don't have the budget to kind of hire an SEO agency. So here are kind of 4 really basic principles that help you get started on your SEO journey. Number 1 is site structure. The structure of your site matters a lot. It helps both search engines and users understand what you are about and why people should care about what you have to say. Number 2 is make sure that you have good quality content. Now, people generally these days just kind of go to ChatGPT and it's just to generate the content quickly and they lose their voice. So make sure that you have a good content process in place so people recognize that you have a voice and a narrative and a story to tell. And number 3, keyword optimization. Now, this is pretty obvious. This is kind of the 101 of SEO, but you want to make your website optimized for search terms that align with your business. And number 4 is performance. To make sure your website is really fast, loads very well on different devices. It's simple, but it matters. 3, how do I handle SEO in multiple countries with different languages? One of the questions I get asked a lot is, my website has multiple countries or languages interacting with the website. How do I stop my website from competing with other countries that is my own site? For example, if you sell a product in Europe, in England, as well as you sell it in France or in Spain or in Portugal, how do you stop the individual sites competing with each other? Now, the simple answer is a reflang tag, a reflang code. Now, a reflang code helps you inform the search engines that you have a unique database or a unique language for each location. And this structured code snippet helps the search engines understand which site to display to which user from which country, meaning that the sites should not compete with each other on an international basis. Make sure you have a reflang code set up on your website so that they don't compete with each other. 4, what's the worst SEO strategy that I've ever come across? So somebody once asked me, what is the worst SEO technique or strategy that you've tried or tested? And it failed miserably. Straight out, CTR manipulation. This is when you manipulate the clicks that you are getting from an organic search to your website. Why I do believe it will fail in the future is because A, it's not sustainable. It might work in the short term, but the moment you stop running that script, you're immediately going to lose that kind of boost. So then search engines realize that there is some manipulation going on and they most likely will penalize you or give you a strike. The second reason why I think it is completely unsustainable is generally the IP addresses that those clicks are coming from are difficult for you to maintain stability of traffic from those ranges. Very obvious to the search engines that you are manipulating the data and you're most likely going to get a strike. I do not recommend it. I do not practice it. There are a million other things you can do on your website before getting involved in that black hat, dodgy stuff, which in my opinion might work in the short term, won't work in the long term. 5, is Google Ads more expensive than SEO for acquiring 10,000 clicks? The reality is Google Ads and Facebook
are fabulous to get things started really quickly. You can really accelerate your process to make decisions and refine whatever your business model is. But organic visibility is positioning your content in the long term. It's like real estate, where you position your website as an authority in a specific topic or space so that you start to drive streams of organic traffic. And this is via search engines, which find your results either via an experience-led search or a listicle search. They find your results, they click on the results, and they come to your website. Acquiring 10,000 organic clicks is 75% cheaper than paid media. It just takes more time. So if time means a lot of money for you, which in the most cases it will, then it's probably cheaper for you to acquire traffic via paid. But if you care about long-term sustainable visibility, then organic visibility is where you should go. And that's why you should deploy some SEO optimization or strategies for your website.
6, what is my biggest SEO prediction for the future? And in this case, for 2025 and 2026.
Is that search engines are going to become experience-led versus listicle. So if you were interested, for example, in recipes and you had shown interest in a Chardonnay white wine, then the recipes that you might be searching to cook that evening will pick up the relevancy that you have interest in Chardonnay and show you recipes with Chardonnay. This experience-led algorithm that Google with their AI mode and other search engines have started to run will transform how SEOs and content creators optimize their websites for more visibility. The experience of search is going to change, and it is going to change entirely how us as a community, as content creators and website owners and marketers optimize online content for more visibility. I'm struggling to get visibility, and I've been trying to create content and I'm not getting any results, or I'm getting very few results. I believe that the first consideration is, what is your niche? Whatever your business model is, you need to curate the content around your niche. The further or broader you go, so the further out you go from your niche, you're going to struggle more and more to drive traffic to the website. Why? Because it takes time to establish authority in a specific niche or space so that search engines and the AI and LLMs identify your website as relevant for that niche. The second consideration is domain authority. Now, in earlier stages of when you build a website, your authority is going to be lower, but if you are consistent with providing valuable content, maintaining an optimized experience, and being consistent with your website performance, your authority will grow. So these are kind of some of the basic considerations to kind of get started if you're struggling to see visibility or want to continue to see more. Number 1, crypto. I don't get involved. Number 2, gambling. I don't get involved. And number 3 is adult content. I don't go there. I don't get involved. Now, I know people in all of these 3 niches, and I've seen success in these 3 niches. I have worked on projects in these 3 niches, but over the past 7 years of doing SEO, I have decided that I won't get involved myself in working in these 3 niches. They're difficult, they're highly complex, they're extremely competitive, and they are very, very difficult to monitor and manage long term. So where, as a business owner, if somebody comes to me and asks me for a SEO plan or a strategy for a specific website, I'm going to be in a very difficult position if they're in these 3 niches, and I'm going to have to turn down that request. It's a shame, but I really hold myself accountable to these decisions I've made as a business owner and as an SEO consultant, because I believe it's important for my integrity and also important for my brand as an SEO consultant.